Welcome to CCS TV News, where we bring you highlights and happenings from Coweta County Schools. For the week of February 27th, I'm Dawn Revere.
And I'm Josh Johnson. We'll look ahead at coming events for the Coweta County School System. But first,
the Coweta County School Board has agreed to partner with the University of West Georgia to fund eligible CCSS employees with classes towards certifications and professional degrees in critical areas. At a called school board meeting on February 28th, the board voted to fund Coweta's participation in West Georgia's Best Georgia program, allowing educators selected by their school system the opportunity to advance their professional education in critical needs areas at little or no personal financial cost or student loan debt. Coweta becomes the second Georgia school system to enter into the program with the University of West Georgia, following announcement by Cobb County Public Schools early in February.
Georgia's Best is essentially a very ambitious program, one of the most that's ever been attempted for Georgia educators. We are essentially establishing what someone colloquial said is a Hope Scholarship for Georgia educators.
The program, funded by a local investment of $450,000 per year from the school system, expects to enroll a maximum of 150 Coweta employees a year. It will be open to both current certified employees as well as non-certified employees seeking degrees in identified programs of need. In exchange for taking coursework through the program, district educators will commit to remaining employed with CCSS for at least 3 years. The program serves as a benefit for Coweta employees, but is particularly geared toward the future needs of the school system, said Superintendent Evan Horton.
Really what I'm asking you today, members of the board, is for another investment in our school system, but this one particularly an investment in our educators, in our workforce. I think that's the most important piece to me.
Coweta County School System teachers and administrators will also serve as instructors in the local program, along with West Georgia instructors. Course content will be developed locally by the local school system in order to tailor the program to Coweta standards and align with the school system's most significant needs. The Coweta Best program expects to begin in the new school year. Participating Coweta educators will be selected based on criteria developed by the school system that will include satisfactory evaluations and making satisfactory progress toward degrees and certifications. The University of West Georgia is working with local officials to develop an application portal for interested employees.
earlier in the month, at their February 14th meeting, the Board of Education voted to provide compensation for service on the school board. The board voted 6-1 at their regular February board meeting to approve a local resolution to pay school board members a rate of $950 per month, which comes out to $11,400 a year, beginning in July 2023.
And whereas the Coweta County School System has performed a study of the compensation of all of the boards of education of public school districts in the state of Georgia, and whereas according to the Georgia School Boards Association, out of the 181 public school districts in the state of Georgia, only 7 boards of education serve without compensation, and whereas the Coweta County Board of Education is the only county board of education in the state of Georgia whose members serve without compensation, and whereas the Coweta County Board of Education is responsible for a budget of over $240 million and approximately 3,000 employees, and whereas the Coweta County Board of Education believes that providing compensation to its Board of Education members to fairly compensate the time, commitment, and significant level of responsibility which a Board of Education member bears is appropriate.
Among Georgia school district boards, Coweta County is the largest and the only county-wide school board whose members receive no compensation. Per state law, the school board's resolution goes to the Georgia General Assembly for approval.
The board also heard a report from education planners who recently provided an update to Coweta Schools' enrollment growth projections. Over several months, the Marietta-based consulting group performed a demographic study of current and future growth for the Coweta County school system. The study updates growth projections provided by education planners for Coweta County in 2018.
I think about 4 years ago, we had an outside demographic and enrollment study completed to double check our work and to try to take a look out over the better part of the next 5 to 10 years. We're about 4 years out from that, and coming out of the pandemic, I felt like this fall was a good time for us to take another look, just to have the work that we do internally kind of double checked, so to speak, So we entered into an agreement with ed planners.
As we do our homework and we study, we look for resources, we look for indicators, and we look for a lot of documents that will help us learn enough to be able to give you a good projection 5 and 10 years out.
The demographic study, which incorporated birth rates, ion migration rates, local home construction data, and projections from the U.S. Census Bureau and Atlanta Regional Commission, projects likely enrollment growth trends for Coweta by school and grade. The planning allows the system to plan for school construction and capital improvement plans and future hiring needs.
In other action, the board reviewed ongoing construction and renovation projects across the school system, including at the Noonan High School rebuilding project. The board also heard from the Central Educational Center CEO Mark Whitlock on CEC's recent certification visit. You can see the Coweta School Board's meetings live and in their entirety on the school system's CCS TV YouTube channel.
Now for a look ahead at events in our school system with East Coweta High School student Olivia Rodriguez.
There's exciting entertainment and activities coming up this season at the Nixon Centre for Performing and Visual Arts. This month, showcasing local artists is the Kiwanis Art Show, beginning March 6th and runs through March 22nd. The Nixon Center's Masterworks Chorale and Chuck Nation Band present Come Away to the Skies, a high lonesome mass on March 12th. Jeff Dayton, Glenn Campbell's longtime bandleader and guitarist, brings his Salute to Glenn Campbell March 23rd. And for students of the arts, Patron of the Arts Scholarships applications are now being accepted. To find more information about the scholarships and to see more upcoming Nixon Center school and community events, go to www.thenixoncenter.net. Coweta students will have 2 holidays on March 16th and 17th as Coweta County employees hold spring teacher workdays. The next break scheduled for the school system will be spring break April 3rd through the 7th.
Thanks, Olivia. In a luncheon on February 10th at the Noonan Country Club, Coweta County's 2023 STAR students from 6 high schools, public and private, were honored by the Noonan Rotary Club. The Student Teacher Achievement Recognition, or STAR program, is held throughout the state of Georgia each year at local, regional, and state levels to recognize outstanding high school seniors and the teachers who they have chosen as the greatest influence in their academic development.
The Student Teacher Achievement Recognition, or STAR program, is held throughout the state of Georgia every year at the local, regional, and state level to recognize outstanding high school seniors and the teachers they have chosen as the greatest influence on their academic development.
Honorees included Noonan High School STAR student Jack Terrell and STAR teacher Christopher Akers, East Coweta High School STAR student Sebastian Mirabella and STAR teacher Marcus Stevens, Northgate High School STAR student Thomas Becker, and STAR teacher Jody Haynes, Central Christian School STAR student Jonah Furukawa, and STAR teacher Regina Claiborne, Trinity Christian School STAR student Victoria Taylor, and STAR teacher Kinsetta Ford, and Heritage School STAR student Adam Richards, and STAR teacher Christina Marchman. The Professional Association of Georgia Educators have coordinated the statewide program since 1994, and the Noonan Rotary Club has sponsored the local STAR student program for over a decade.
School Superintendent Evan Horton gave an overview of major school system trends at the annual School Council Summit, held February 21st at the Nixon Center. The summit gathers representatives from the 29 school councils across the school system. Parents, teachers, and community representatives make up the school advisory councils. Attendees covered educational trends, school safety, construction, and other system-wide topics.
Dean kind of teed up construction. The biggest project we have going on right now, construction related, was not one that I ever planned to do. As a matter of fact, if you had told me before I became superintendent that I would be building Noonan High School, I would have said, you are crazy. I'm not building a high school, and I'm certainly not building Noonan. Right now, we're building Noonan High School back. It's about a $110 million project, doing it in 3 phases.
Horton also took school council members through a detailed review of the school system's recent growth projection updates provided by the education planners firm.
East Coweta Middle is one we're watching close. It's one we're watching pretty close. It's going to be right at its capacity number over the next few years, and we'll see what we do there. And the good news is we got a really good physical plant over there if we need to need to do some addition.
Dr. Horton's presentation to the summit can be seen in its entirety on the school system's CCS TV YouTube channel.
Many in the Coweta County school system mourn the passing of longtime teacher and school board member Sue Brown in February. Brown was a beloved Coweta County school system elementary school music teacher during her career. Following her retirement in the early 2000s, she ran for school board and began 16 years of public service representing District 2. In addition to serving as the first woman school board chairman in Coweta, Brown remained a passionate advocate for fine arts education for all ages and a supporter of the school system's Nixon Centre for the Performing and Visual Arts. Brown passed away February 18th. She was 79.
That brings us to a close for today's show. Thanks so much for joining us. CCS TV will return throughout the year to bring you stories from the Coweta County school system. Now to close out this episode, some parting thoughts from Superintendent Evan Horton.
On February 28th, our school board approved a new partnership for our school system with the University of West Georgia and the Georgia's Best program. Through it, our district will be able to provide scholarships for up to 150 Coweta teachers and employees to seek higher degrees in training in critical educational specialties. Coweta teachers will be able to pursue education and professional development with no or minimal cost to themselves as they receive degrees in critical academic fields, special education, leadership, and other critical need areas. It will allow eligible certified teachers to pursue graduate degrees and potentially allow eligible and experienced classroom paraprofessionals to pursue their degree in order to become certified teachers in the areas that our schools need most. This investment by our school board is a significant benefit for our teachers, but more importantly, it will provide tremendous benefits for our students and families, as our schools will be able to match teacher training and certifications in strategically defined areas of need and high-demand programs. At a time when school systems across the country are working harder than ever to attract and retain their talented teachers, Coweta will be able to meet those challenges by nurturing and growing our own talent. Our school system also becomes one of the very first school systems in Georgia to embark on this unique approach. West Georgia's Best program provides school systems like ours a way to provide this educational track to employees at a cost savings. That ensures that our educators are receiving the training we need most in our classrooms, which also meets the standards of our community and our school system. It's exciting to us to be able to offer this level of benefit to our employees and community as a part of such an innovative program. It's also a point of pride for us. The last few years have reminded us all that life can throw some pretty difficult situations our way. Our school system and our whole community have endured and met the challenges of pandemics and natural disasters and other challenges as well. But while we've managed each one, we've never taken our eyes off the future. One of the areas that we will focus on in this new program is developing teachers who can promote and develop student literacy. That emphasis is as important to our students' futures and future successes as any I could imagine. Our participation with the University of West Georgia and Georgia's Best program also, I believe, helps us to retain, attract, and develop our community's future educational talent and leadership in a way that helps everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon.